Hello everyone, P41 here. So today I'm going to show you how to fix a very common problem with factory aux ports. This will be true for a lot of different makes and models of vehicles. So this is a 2007 Honda Civic and it says we're in FM, but it's not supposed to be. If I hit the CD aux button, nothing happens. There is a cord plugged in, and before, if I wiggled it and got in just the right spot, it would switch to aux, but that has stopped working now. So the reason this happens is because a lot of factory aux ports actually have a sense function in them, and they won't allow the radio to switch to the aux function unless they detect that a cord is plugged in, and that tends to be one of the first things that goes out. Now, if your audio is only coming out the left or the right speakers, this isn't going to help you. In that case, your aux port is probably just worn out and you'll need a new one. But if it simply will not switch to the aux function, chances are this is your problem. And you can swap out just the port, but I'm going to show you how to fix it for very little money. So step one is to get the port out. So we'll take our cable out. Now on these Civics, it can be difficult to get this port out, so we're actually going to basically take it all apart and pull it out at the same time. It will be different on different vehicles. So I've got a little plastic pry tool, and we're going to try to work it in there. Like so. Okay, apparently I have a unicorn Civic because mine came out in one piece and most of the time they don't do that. So, inside on the bench. Okay, aux port is on the bench. Now we need to get it apart. So we'll just pop these tabs and the front should just come right off. There we go. There's a little O-ring, and then pull that out. Am I going to need pliers? I'm probably going to need pliers. And there's our circuit board. Now if you'll notice, there are 5 pins coming out of this circuit board, but only 3 are actually used to transmit audio. The other 2 run to a little switch inside this port, which tells the radio if there's a cord plugged in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to locate those 2 pins and I'm going to short them together, and that will basically make the radio think that there's always a cord plugged in to the aux port. So the way we're going to figure out which ones those are, we've got our aux cord, just plug that in, multimeter, set this to continuity, and we're going to find the 3 pins that are for audio. I'm going to guess it's either these 3 or these 3 are going to be our audio. Okay, so it looks like alright, so these 3 pins are audio, which means these 2 over here are our sensing wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my soldering iron and I'm just going to bridge these 2 solder points right here. I'm sorry, see if you can see that. Okay, so focus. Hopefully you got a better shot now. So these 3 pins here are our audio, and then these 2 pins, which aren't connected to any of our audio signals, are going to be our sense wires. So I'm going to bridge these 2 solder points right here. Okay, you can see here what I've done. So I just took some extra solder and bridged the terminals for those 2 pins on the top, which is our sensing wires. Now I know what some of you are probably thinking. You're probably thinking, what if I don't have a soldering iron and soldering tools and all that stuff? All you really need to do is make those two terminals connected. It doesn't really matter how you do that. As long as they're connected, the radio is going to think that there's a cord plugged in. Some people have told me that they have spliced the wires that correspond to those pins on the wiring harness. That will work, and honestly it's probably going to be quicker and easier than taking this all apart. But I prefer this method because I don't have to modify the factory wiring harness. So what I'm going to do now is, before I put it all back together, I'm going to take this out, plug it in, and just make sure that this is functioning properly. Okay, I just got the circuit board plugged into the connector. I used the housing to make sure I had it oriented properly. We'll see if it'll switch to aux now. And there we go, it switches to aux. We don't even have a cord plugged in. That's exactly the way I want it to be. So we'll go ahead and put it all back together now. Okay, everything's back together. Give it a try. And we're still on aux. I have this little Bluetooth adapter, so we'll see if the sound comes through.
Power on. Connected.
And yep, everything is working. Now I'm sure more than one of you have noticed that something looks a bit different about this port. So from the factory they have this little spring-loaded cover, and the problem is that when you have the cord in, that cover always puts pressure on the side of that cord, which is not good for it. This car pretty much always has the aux cord plugged in anyway, so I elected to just remove it. You just pop it sideways in there with a pick and it'll come right out. And we'll throw that in the glove box in case I ever decide to put it back on. So that's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below.